Hey, what's up everybody, it's Nick, and today I'm going to do a blog about Stone Cold's getting fired from WCW, of course, by Eric Bischoff. My thoughts on the whole situation is, Stone Cold could have been a world champion in WCW, just once Hulk Hogan entered, Austin was the last person they cared about, All it was Hogan this, Hogan that, No one cared about Austin once Hogan entered WCW. It was all about the politics, Because Austin, I think, could have been a major player in WCW. He's won the US title, he'd won the TV title, he'd even been a tag team champion, but he should have been world champion. That is damn wrong what happened there, Bischoff saying, he wasn't marketable, with just black boots on and, just not a marketable wrestler, and he had an injury in Japan and as well, and that's when Paul Heyman phoned him about working for ECW, and Austin was really, really annoyed that he got fired, and told Heyman, he can't wrestle because his arm's hurt, and Heyman said, just come down and cut some promos for us, and that's what Austin did. He cut a really great promo, running down WCW and everyone that held him back, including Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. He bashed a lot of them, basically, expressing his dissatisfaction why, they held him down, basically. And don't blame Austin there for doing that, because, as I said before, he could have been something in WCW had they have played their cards right, He could have, been the world heavyweight champion. It's just, once again, politics had to ruin everything for him, and therefore he ended up, getting nothing out of it. So that's my thoughts on the whole situation with Austin and his, what happened in WCW, because, as I said, he could have been something, WCW, you could have pushed him, but you didn't, and it's your loss, really. You could have made a big star, but no, you didn't, did you? Anyway, that's my whole thoughts on the situation. Now I want to talk about John Cena. This is another thing that's on my mind. Let's talk about John Cena for a second, shall we? Was a fan of Cena when he first came into WWE, but now he's just the Justin Bieber of wrestling, This wannabe pretty boy, that thinks he's special but he isn't, Do a close-up shot, shall we? Cena, he was... I was a big Cena fan, especially when he had that feud with Edge, when he chucks Edge about 10 feet off that ladder at the Unforgiven pay-per-view. That was just phenomenal, I never thought he could be that brutal, but man, he did surprise me, the way he just chucked Edge off of that ladder, FU'd him right off the ladder, through that table, that was the icing on the cake there. That's when I really liked Cena, but nowadays he's just a total joke these days, All he keeps going on about is, rising above the hate and, not taking that away from him, but 9 times out of 10, it just, I don't know, he just keeps winning matches. I don't know why. His feud with Kane, for example, there is no way that Cena would have ever beaten Kane, Kane would have slaughtered Cena totally. And that was that, really. You know, my anger is all over Cena, you know, beating, you know, guys like Kane, you know, when in reality that would never ever happen. And I'll tell you another thing that I want to talk to you about as well, is David Arquette winning the title in WCW. You know, that was another stupid decision made by WCW to make David Arquette, a washed up loser of an actor, becoming the world champion. That was revolting decision. I got a few people to blame for that. One of them, most of all, is Tony Schiavone. You know, he was the one that suggested, you know, with all this publicity going around, it would be an idea if they made the Arquette the world heavyweight champion. What a rubbish, stupid idea. Come on, man. You know, David Arquette ended up being the world champion when there were other wrestlers back during the whole New Bloods era of WCW. There was other wrestlers deserving of holding that title, but instead it was given to that washed up idiot actor David Arquette. Yeah, he had stupid movies and a really rubbish career. Yeah, thanks David Arquette for ruining WCW by clinging onto that championship. It's because of you, you know, WCW failed, and Panda Power or one of them organisations, yeah, Time Warner, that was it. Yeah, it's because of you guys like you, Tony Schiavone, that, yeah, Time Warner gave up on you, WCW, and that's why they ended up bust. Because, you know, no one gave a damn about the wrestling industry at that point, you know, because it was all about Nash, Hogan, and all these other buddies, you know. It was none of them was about the young guys. It was all about the, you know, guys that were trying to cling onto their spots, that were threatening that the young guys would take their spots away from them, you know. What else should I talk about? What else is on my mind? The whole Owen Hart incident, the blue blazer gimmick, you know. It's all Vince Russo's fault that Owen Hart unfortunately had that nasty accident where he fell from the rafters and come crashing down into the turnbuckle. You know, that was all your idea, Vince Russo. Thank you for taking a wonderful legend away from us by making him do that stupid accident. You know, hope you're happy with yourself, buddy. Yeah, my other thing I wanted to talk to you about was obviously the what I think of TNA at the moment. Yeah, TNA are doing fantastic at the moment. Yeah, where I review each Impact Wrestling episode every week, and I'm really enjoying it because giving me the opportunity to voice my opinions on what I didn't like and what I did like. Yeah, another review will be uploaded tonight after I've watched this Impact. Yeah, so take it easy, guys. Bye.